Hi and welcome to RCKicks. On today's episode, something a little bit different. Let me just find a place to park and then we can have a chat, because I'm pretty sure the audio is probably terrible. So, what do you think? So this, believe it or not, this is take 2. Yeah, and I've got cars going past now. I did the whole thing twice and the audio was terrible. So I now have 2 audio devices. So hopefully you can hear me properly, as I can't stand having terrible audio. Anyway, what do you think? Yes, I finally got it. Now, if you haven't been following the channel for a while, you'll know about 8 months ago, I actually said that I had a whole plan about taking RCKicks on the road. And the idea was to get a van so that I could travel around to all the tracks and all the shops and then film it and then release content. But obviously the cost implications of that are massive. So the idea was to get a vehicle that I can stay in while I'm traveling, thus saving me a fortune. Now, as with most things in life, things always take longer than you think. So it's taken 8 months for me to get to this stage where I now have this. What happened was I was putting lots of the raffle money and viewer money, and I was saving it, and then life got in the way. And unfortunately, my old Mercedes-Benz gave up the ghost. So I needed to sort that out because my wife needed a new car. So it put me back a few months. Then luckily I saved most of the money from the Porsche 959 raffle that I had. So I've decided to lease this. So I was thinking about buying, and then the issue was I'm not sure exactly what I need to meet my needs. So I've gone with this for 2 years just so I can see if it actually fits with what my needs are moving forward, as this is totally for the channel. I don't need this personally. So it'll be used just so I can make extra content out in the field. So I put all the money that I've got from the raffles, from the Patreon, and obviously from all the views, saved it all up, and I've managed to get this. And it's taken about a month or so for it to kind of go through the process, as I've never released a van before. A lot of people think that RCKicks is actually bigger than it is. It's actually a very small RC channel. So this is a big kind of leap into the unknown. And I just couldn't have done this without your help. The viewers, the Patreons, the raffle ticket people, everyone who's bought tickets. It's basically gone into this so I can make more content as we go through the summer of 2025. Unfortunately, we're still not there. Yes, we now have the van, but for me to stay in it, it's a little bit more that needs to be addressed. For instance, the list of things that I need to get. Firstly, a new microphone that's going to work a little bit better than this, as the microphone that I have here works on my old phone. My new phone, I have to do it differently. So it's surprising how much actually impacts this. Being able to edit on the road is another one. Being able to have a place to sleep, heat, water, lighting, way of charging, a battery bank is another thing that I need to get. The wood that goes all inside of the van, I still have to arrange that. So that's got to be done first before anything else can be done. But I've got about a month and a half or so to kind of get that side of it done now that we've got to this stage. So that's where I have another plan. Now, a lot of as this can't be done without your help, it feels like that because you're buying tickets, watching the show, putting your effort and time in to make this a reality, it should be something that I can give back. So like when I did the Porsche 959, for instance, that was a car that I love to have. So it was like giving back for all that you guys put in. So the plan is to get this project over the line. I'm going to raffle a new car, but it is one of the cars that I love the most, as I feel that just makes more, I don't know, it just makes it a better way of doing it, instead of just saying, hey, you can get a RTR that's generic, that you actually get something that I love and something that's been on the show and something that's a bit different. So I have this. This is the 45th anniversary Porsche that Tamiya released, where I actually did all the body myself in the Rothmans livery. So I did all this myself. Most of this is all created by me. Obviously I picked up some MCI decals and I did some of the Rothmans livery, but all this along the top, all the striping and everything was done as a one-off. It's also got a Porsche 959 driver set in it, and I've done some graphics on the bottom as well. I'll put some pictures up so you can see it. Also, not only do you get the car, but this car has actually been in a magazine. So what I did is I took the magazine and I framed it, and I've also signed it. And this was from a German RC magazine that did a piece on this car. So you will also get this signed frame of the actual car that you then own. Not only will you win the car, but if you're in the UK, I will hand deliver it. Yeah, I will jump in the van and I will drive anywhere in the UK to hand it to you, the winner. Not only that, but I'll bring a few RC cars, and if you've got time, maybe we could go driving at the local park, or maybe we'll go and run round a track. It all depends on what you fancy doing. Unfortunately, if you're outside the UK, the raffles don't make enough money for me to like fly to America to deliver it. Unfortunately, the channel's really small, so the amount of people that buy tickets is also very small. This is not like a massive, great RC channel. Unfortunately, even though it would be so cool one day to be able to deliver a car to, say, America, that would be brilliant. That's what I'm going to be raffling off next. Yeah, I know. But I think that's the best way to be true to everybody who watches the show and puts money in, that it's not just going to my YouTube Lamborghini. This is going into this project to make more content over the summer as I go and visit stores and tracks. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that this is moving along. It is progressing. There's obviously lots of stuff that goes on in the background that you don't see. So I think now's a good time to say, yes, this is all happening. And thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.